Hey, how's it going, Adam? You all right, mate?
Very well. Blooming heck. Do you always wear that?
Always, mate. Always.
Listen, this is massive today. TNT Sports giving you your own show, showcase their personality, give them a little bit of knowledge. Looking forward to it?
Very excited. But the guest,
Yes.
you know, me and football, I don't know nothing about it. This Joe Cole fella, he's Chelsea, isn't he?
He is, Chelsea legend, mate.
He's that guy who was married to Cheryl Cole, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Best left back of his generation, mate.
Yeah.
All right, remember that.
Yeah.
Tom,
Hey, how's it
how
going,
you doing,
Joe?
chaps?
How you doing, Joe?
Adam,
You all right,
good
mate?
to see you.
Good
I
to
was
see you,
just
pal.
telling Adam, mate, best left back in your generation. It's happened again, hasn't it? So he doesn't get the position first, he's attacking the submission before he's even got his hooks in, so he'll jump and he'll start to attack that.
How hard is that to do?
It is so hard and it's a massive risk. Obviously I'm a massive fan of technique as well, but at some point, I like to see who's the hardest uncle at the barbecue, do you know what I mean? Two uncles fighting over the last beer, mate, that's what they're going to look like in a minute. Hey, that's the one. That's the one.
That's unbelievable. I've sung with Ed Sheeran and I've taken Tom Aspinall down. There you go. And won the Premier League.
We'll say you that as a gift.
The trifecta.
Welcome to Tom Aspinall's Fight Lab. I'm Adam Catterall. Pleasure to be in your company and a pleasure to be in the company of this unit, the one, the only interim heavyweight champion of the world of the UFC, the one and only Mr. Tom Aspinall. How are you, mate?
I'm doing very well, thanks. Thank you for coming to my show. This is my show.
It is
You're just tagging along, technically.
I
No,
am.
we're only joking.
No, it's fact.
It is fact, yeah. I'm very excited to be here, mate, yeah.
People are going to be tuning in for the analysis, for the education, a little bit of fun, yeah?
Yep.
With all that said and done, let's welcome the first ever guest to your Fight Lab. We're talking about a man that was one of the best of his generation, conquered international football, won the Premier League on multiple occasions. Are you ready for this? You've got your work cut out with this lad today. A proper athlete, the one and only Mr. Joe Cole. Look at this lad, eh? He's been warming up for 20 minutes. Backstage, ready to rock a doll. You ready, mate? You good?
Welcome, Joe.
I'm excited. Listen, I know very little about MMA, so what way to start than fighting the heavyweight world champion?
He's already picked a fight with you. He's already. I like
Well,
that.
you know, I'm on the
Can
mat.
you keep it technical, Joe, but if you want to go there, mate, we can.
Definitely do not want to go there, all right? I've been warming up just so I don't hurt myself.
What do you want to learn?
Do you know what? I'd quite like to learn the kicks.
Okay.
A little, like maybe a leg kick.
Right.
You know, anything that could help me out if I'm in any trouble with any of my pundits
Right. Okay. Cool.
at TNT.
What have you got for him then?
Let's, we'll just do a few basic stuff, but let's throw some shin
Because the
pads
stance
on.
is there.
Yeah, the stance is there.
Yeah.
I might give Joe a dead leg if he stood that wide again, but we'll pass that.
All right.
So let's stick shin pads on, gloves on, and we'll go from there.
I think he needs to feel what it feels like for a 250-pound bloke to be led on top of him, mate. Is what he needs to feel.
We'll let him have a little go.
Right, get the gear on.
Could have done with these in the early noughties when I'm playing against.
Mate, there were some
Roy
tasty
Keane.
tackles coming your way in them days,
Roy
weren't they?
Keane, yeah.
Why have you only given him the 4 ounces? Because you wanted to feel it.
No, I wanted to grapple a little bit.
Can I just ask, have I signed the health
waiver.
insurance, the waiver, the life insurance and whatnot? So what's the difference with the stance? So boxing is sort of, your arms will be up like that.
Right. For me, boxing stance is a little bit wider.
Right, okay.
But also, in MMA, you need to be a lot lighter on your feet.
Right.
Like with boxing, you do like small steps
Yeah,
in and out.
yeah.
It's bad for MMA because you need to be like bouncing. You need to be
Right.
light on your feet in MMA.
Yeah,
you need to be in and then
Yeah.
out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
See what your 1-2's like, Joe.
Right.
So I'll just put my gloves up. You stick the 1-2 on that.
Right, okay.
Oh, he's got the solid 1-2. Let's go again.
And yeah, he's light. He's still,
He's light on his feet.
He's still
light on his
light.
feet.
Look at this lad.
Step over this way,
Right,
Joe. I'm
so-
going to step that way. You step away.
Let me get out of the way.
I'm going to go. Say again the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got it, Joe. He's got it. Go backwards.
And he's leading with the right feet as well.
He's killing
I'd say
it.
He's got it.
He's got footwork. Right. Leg kicks, Joe. You ever been leg kicked in your life?
I've never been kicked in my life.
Would you like to be kicked? Soft.
Softly, very, very softly.
So there's different
Right.
spots, mate.
Okay.
So you can kick like the top of the leg.
This is my heart's beating. No.
Or you can do a calf kick.
Right.
Today we'll leave the calf kicks off because that's when it
Right.
starts getting complicated.
Right.
We'll just do a normal low kick today.
Right, okay.
So I want to hit you with the hard bit of my shin, just
Right.
above your knee.
Right, okay.
You ready? I'm going to
Go
just
on,
give you
go
a
on.
little one.
Give me a touch.
Ready? Give me one.
This feels like I'm playing football again. This was my whole career getting smashed left, right and centre.
Right, now we're going to do a 1-2. So you go 1-2, twist it through.
Yeah.
As you twist back to neutral, roll that one in.
Right foot, right, okay.
Go on, you 1-2. Right. Start banging that one in now, Joe. I want to feel one.
I don't know what I'm thinking I'm going to hurt him. Do you know what I mean?
You can whack it in. Go on.
Right, so...
Go. Come on, Joe, sink it in. It's not bad, not bad. Right, now this is the difference, the main difference between boxing and MMA. With boxing, you've generally got like 3 ranges.
Yeah.
You're talking like a long range, like a medium range, and like a close range.
Yeah.
With MMA, you've got about 50 ranges. You've got like a kicking range, which is like from here.
Yeah.
Like a boxing range from here. Then you've got like a close range.
Yeah.
Then you've got like a clinching range.
Yeah.
Then you've got like a grappling range.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of different stuff that you can work on. So what we're going to do this time, I'm going to teach you a basic single leg pickup. So now we're transitioning through ranges.
Right.
We're going from like a boxing / kicking range into a grappling / wrestling range. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to step forward with my back leg.
Right.
I'm going to pick up the back of your knee and I'm going to put my forehead in your chest this way, look.
Right. Oh, Christ!
And just... Sorry, you're right.
I'm all right.
So I'm not going to try and take you down yet. I just want to practice the entry. So I want you feeling what it's like to go through the ranges.
Right,
so
okay,
look,
so... boom.
Boom. But it's important that the headbutt me right in the chest.
Right.
As we've talked about before, nice and light on the feet.
So nice and light. And then hold on, right leg, front.
Yep.
Okay, so...
Oh, we got it. That's nice. Right, this time, we're going to link it all together. So we're going to get a decent feel in between kicking range, boxing range, and closing the distance on the grappling range. So it's going to be, look, I'm going to do my 1-2 kick.
Go on.
1-2 kick.
Yeah.
As this foot touches the floor, you pick my leg up and take me down. I'm going to do 1-2 kick. You pick up the leg. That's the one.
Nice.
That's the one. Let's do a couple more. Change the angle a little bit.
Mean it, Joe. Mean it. Mean it.
Pick it up. That's the one.
Beautiful, mate.
And again. One more. 1-2 kick. I'll tell you what, he's got the timing as well. As soon as that foot's touching,
he's gone.
He's in.
Can I ask you, like, the different disciplines, like the grappling, for instance, where do you find the time in the day? Because there's so much to learn.
Well, there's not enough. It never, for me, that's what's so interesting about the sport is like, you never crack it. Yeah, you never crack it. I'm never satisfied with what I'm doing. Like, I'm never satisfied. It's like, oh, I need to do more of this.
Yeah.
Oh, this is getting good, but as I'm getting good at this, spending a bit more time, oh, my grappling's lacking. I need to do a bit more of this. As I'm getting the grappling, oh, I need to spend more time in the gym. I need to be a bit stronger, and it just never stops.
From someone who's on the other side of it now, watching, are you going to fights and seeing new things and thinking, wow,
all the time.
100%.
That's incredible.
If you look in Tom's division, from the heavyweights that were in the 1990s to what we're experiencing right now, this is the new generation of heavyweight.
Yeah.
Who knows what that's going to look like in 10 years' time or in 15 years' time from now?
Yeah.
Something that we've not really touched on in this little chat that we're having is the fence, or in this case the wall, is massive in MMA. Massive. You can use it massively to your advantage, and you can use it massively to the disadvantage of the other person. So with this kind of techniques that we're talking about, look, if you go with your back closer to the fence, keep going, keep going. As I do my little bull rush, you're going to, at some point, bang your back against the fence / wall.
Yeah.
As you bang your back, I'm going to switch my grip. I'll show you now. So I'm going to shoot in, drive your back. When I feel that, there's going to be like a little give where you'll spring off the wall a little bit.
Like, so you're using my momentum.
Exactly.
Right.
So feel this little spring here, watch.
Bang.
As you spring, I switch my grip and just pull. I don't want to top you then.
That's fantastic.
So you're using the fence to your advantage, and the harder I drive you back, the more spring you're going to get off the fence. Do you want to have a go on me, Joe?
You can
switch it over. I think you can do it. So
this is a big moment for me.
Nice and slow, first of all. It's actually a bit easier to do it fast. But obviously we can only progress the speed as you progress the technique. So I want you to get a feel for the technique first.
Just show him how to lock his hands to grab you.
So you go in from the one leg, switch it to 2 legs, and obviously I've got boxing gloves on, but you just want to interlock your fingers. So like an S grip, not like that. S grip. There we go. Yes, like exactly.
Right. So hold on. So if I'm right leg there.
There.
Drive your back.
Grab my leg though. You need to
grab your leg.
That's the one.
Drive your leg.
Yep. And then from now, switch it.
Perfect. Switch your hand.
All you do now, keep your head. Exactly where it is. Push your backside out like
Yeah.
That's it, and I just pull. Hey, that's the one.
Hey!
That's the one.
That's unbelievable.
That's excellent.
Take that on the champ. There you go.
Let's do one more that speed, and then we're going to put it
I've
in.
sung with Ed Sheeran and I've taken Tom Aspinall down. There you go. And won the Premier League.
We'll send you that as a
The
gift.
trifecta.
Right, let's do same again.
Right,
just
Joe.
from that, and then we're going to put the full sequence in.
So I'm going to go, I'm hands up, and then
Yeah.
I'm there,
That's the
leg, bang, into there.
Switch it.
Into there.
Pull it. That's the one. Yes.
Joey.
Oh, that's good stuff.
You got it, man.
Right. Now we're going to do
There's
the
a career
full
here for you.
There's not, believe me.
He's completed it. Right, we're going to do the full drill. I'm going to do the 1-2.
Yeah.
Kick. As the leg comes back, you're going to take me down. So let's try that. Go on, Joe.
Joey.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Look at that.
Awesome, Joe. Right, let's go one more. Bit faster. This time, we're going to move around a little bit.
Right.
I would call it like stalking. So you're
Right.
stalking me. Everywhere I go, you're going with
Okay.
me. Because
And
what
then
you want to do is get my back on the fence.
Right. Okay. And then I take the cue when after you. Boom, boom.
Exactly. So you're going to be stalking me a little bit. I'm moving. You're moving with me. Come on, Joe. You got to stalk me. I'm going to get that centre back. There we go. Oh,
Fantastic.
awesome, Joe.
Oh,
He's got it. He's got it.
that's unbelievable. That.
You're getting addicted now, aren't you? You're getting into it.
I'm joining the gym.
Joe, that was good stuff, mate. Thank you.
mate.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff.
Oh.
This is what I like to see anyway. Obviously, I'm a massive fan of technique as well, but at some point,
Yeah.
I like to see who's the hardest uncle at the barbecue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Two uncles fighting over the last beer, mate. That's what they're going to look like in a minute.
Right, new feature for the show, fights I fell in love with. Everybody remembers the first time that they watched some type of combat sports,
Right.
and it captured your imagination. Mine was Tyson Bruno, 1989.
Yeah.
Way back when, mate. We all know your journey into the sport, obviously with your dad and the family.
Yep.
But what was the fight that captured your imagination in the UFC?
Well, it wasn't Bruno, and I'm a bit younger than you fellas.
Yeah, all right. No need.
One
No
that
need.
I mean, I've been watching MMA since the beginning. Obviously, UFC has been involved in my household, with my dad being one of the first UK BJJ black belts, been involved in combat sports all his life as well. But one that stands out for me is, of course, and any MMA fan will tell you this, Shogun versus Henderson.
Yeah.
One. Absolutely insane. Let's have a look at it. Let's bang it on.
Two of the most decorated champions in mixed martial arts history are going to meet in the octagon in our main event of the evening.
Wow, man. With all due respect, how dated does that look now?
I mean, it does. It
The old
definitely
shorts.
does. And when these guys fought, they were a little bit past the prime technically and physically, but they just absolutely got in there and just had it with one another. That's one of my favourite things about it. Is like, at some point, at this point, early in the fight, they're still using good technique and stuff, but after a while, it just becomes a pure like war of attrition. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It becomes absolutely insane. Look, straight off the bat, just squeezing the life out of each other's necks, absolutely bombing each other.
Wow.
Shogun's in big
Shogun's
trouble.
covering up.
Shogun is a bloody mess already.
So when the tank's emptied and you've got two fighters in there and they're just fighting on instinct, this is what this fight went into.
This is what it goes into pretty early because they empty the tank, mate. They just go on a full-on sprint. Like
Right.
3 minutes in,
Yeah.
they're pretty like after the first round. They're absolutely done.
Shogun finding his range. Got a shot in on Henderson, and he's looking for some ground and
Henderson's
pound.
holding on to a single, but he's getting tagged. Henderson's going to try to get this takedown now. But Shogun back to his feet, and he eats a right hand.
Big right hand.
And look, they're bleeding already. Look at the blood down the side of his face already.
Oh, big right hand. Trying to finish it right here.
He's hurt. He's
Big
hurt
shots. Henderson looking to finish the fight.
All aspects of MMA, mate. It's on the ground,
Yeah.
it's up, the clinching, the grappling, the kicking one another. And at some point, mate, this is what I like
Yeah.
to see anyway. Obviously, I'm a massive fan of technique as well, but at some point,
Yeah.
I like to see who's the hardest uncle at the barbecue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Two uncles fighting over the last beer, mate. That's what they're going to look like in a minute.
Must be some last beer if these two were fighting over it.
This fella here, Joe,
Yeah, yeah.
renowned for that right hand, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, the H-bomb, they
The
call it.
H-bomb.
The H, and he's had so many wins just with that overhand right.
I see him there, what you just showed me there, where he tried to hook his leg, but he sort of defended against it, didn't he?
You'd have stopped that, wouldn't you?
I've got that already. Clock that one.
But look, these positions, though, people don't realise, like, from watching, going up and down and going through all the facets of MMA, it's absolutely exhausting.
Yeah.
And these guys are just running now, just on pure instinct. They've got absolutely nothing left. Look at the colour of his shorts, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
They're bright, both of the shorts are bright red.
See, like, see this bit here, like, they're clearly both exhausted. Like, he can't even stand up. He's just, this is like a Rocky film.
Henderson gets rocked with a big uppercut. Look at his knees go. Wow. Oh.
We may very well be witnessing the greatest fight in UFC history.
It was literally 25 minutes of just hell for leather, all in. And I love technique, but sometimes that's what I want to see.
How much would a fight like this take out of these guys in terms of... They can't have fought on for much longer after this fight, surely.
Is Shogun still going? He's recently retired.
So the fella in the tight shorts, Shogun.
Yeah.
2 years ago, did he pack in? I mean, he fought Paul Craig on two separate occasions recently.
I was in the UFC when he was in the UFC. I've only been in the UFC 4 years. The first time I fought, I seen him, and I was like, oh my God, the guy is here. The guy who's in my favourite fight is here, and he's just such a nice guy as well. Both of them are. And look at them, they're still going for it. Five rounds deep, 20 minutes deep, and they're just still battling for position. Both
of these lads fought up into the 40s.
Is it just, when you're like this and you're in the 5th round, is it just instincts and like whatever your spirit is into that's keeping you going? What is it?
That's what, at this point, it's just a war of attrition. They're both absolutely exhausted. They're obviously battered. There's blood coming out of everywhere. And, honestly, it must take... Look at his face. It must take some years off your life having a fight like this, surely.
Oh, my good God.
All 3 judges scored this contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Dan Hendo Henderson!
What's this feeling like, Tom, when you're here and you've just had a fight and you're about to get your hand raised?
He's not in long enough for that feeling. I know. He's only in there for 2 minutes.
I try not to get in fights like this.
I like it. Don't get paid overtime in this sport.
No. And for me, having a fight like that is a last resort. Do you know? I'm not trying to do that. And I'm sure them guys weren't trying to do that. That's like the last thing it comes down to. When all your technique's gone, when your cardio's gone, when your conditioning's gone, that is what it ends up as. But as a fan, that's what I want to see. Do you know what I mean?
That setting looks familiar.
Is that your son? It is, is it?
You remember when you did that submission on Arlovsky?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, can you demonstrate it? I want you to demonstrate it on my dad.
Yeah, I can do if you want. Come on, Dad. One arm round this way. Hands together. Watch the colour of his face here go red.
Look at him.
That's how it was. He loves it.
Christmas present.
He loves it.
So, Tom, who is your all-time UFC BMF?
I don't know, I don't know. Probably, I love the Diaz brothers. The Diaz brothers, I just love both of them. So any of them two are BMFs in my eyes.
Since you became a champion, have you found that the rate of how you learn things has changed at all?
I feel like I've definitely been working hard. I feel like I've been working a little bit harder, to be honest, since I've been champion, because I feel like I've got a little target on my back now and people want to beat me. So I don't want people to beat me, so I've been training harder than usual, and I think that can only really tell in my next performance. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to showing everybody the improvements that I've been making in the gym over the last few months.
Dana White said, if you want to defend, he will make it happen. So are you going to defend?
Yes, I absolutely do want to defend. I feel like I'm the best in the world, and if someone's trying to take that away from me, I'll have to stop them.
How long did you train jiu-jitsu before you started MMA?
I'm going to guess about 5 years, probably, something like that. So about 5 years, yeah.
Do you feel bad when you knock someone out?
No, not really. They're trying to knock me out, so I've got to do it first. So he doesn't get the position first. He's attacking the submission before he's even got his hooks in, so he'll jump and he'll start to attack that.
How hard is that to do?
It is so hard, it's so exhausting, and it's a massive risk.
UFC 300 main event is the light heavyweight title. It is Alex Pereira defending against former champion Jamal Hill. My man here has been picking through the bones of the techniques of both of these guys, and he's going to break it down for us right now. We've even got a stunt double. This is how big this show is, mate. We've taken this to the next level.
Yep.
You're bringing in your brother, aren't you?
I am bringing in my brother. And we are actually very similar sizes to these guys, so it does play into that as well. And obviously, Alex Pereira is someone who for a little time we were flirting, we were doing a bit of online flirting about taking a fight with one another, so I've studied him a lot. So the first guy I want to talk about is, and breakdown of course, Alex Pereira.
Let's go.
Let's go for it. So, Alex, 6'4", tall for a light heavyweight. So, what he tends to do, obviously, everyone knows about Alex Pereira, whether you're a hardcore fan or whether you're a casual fan. He has one of the best left hooks in the UFC, period. Like, the guy has so much power coming off the left hook. But the way he sets it up is something that I want to talk about today. So, what Alex Pereira does really well is he starts to chop at the leg and he starts to chop at the body. So he'll be moving around light on his feet. As I said, he's a really tall light heavyweight. He keeps a long stance and he throws the leg kick straight up. So he doesn't bring it round the side this way. He'll be light on his feet and he just chops it. Just nice and light, chops his leg up. Now, his opponent then starts thinking about the leg. The second thing that he likes to do, again, is he moves around light, he's chopping it up, and then he likes to dig the body with the jab. So he's constantly bringing his opponent's attention low, he's hurting the leg, and he's starting to hurt the body as well. And that is then when he comes up with the left hook. So he'll be moving around, he'll be going this way, chopping the leg, but he just brings it straight up this way. And he's chopping this way, bringing this up, and then he'll dummy this way and come up with the long left hook, which is what takes his opponents out.
You got some examples of it?
Let's have a look.
Come on, you've got a bit of video
plenty
on
of
this,
examples, mate. We've got plenty. So
it's been successful for him. I mean, everybody off the top of their head can think of the left hook knockouts, but how's he setting it?
Already there, look, he's chopping the leg. Look, he's taking his leg out straight away. But look how light he is on his feet at all times, and he's just able to whip the left hook easily. Here with Strickland, he does exactly what we just spoke about. Look, he's chopping the leg, he's going down to the body, and now look, he'll just explode it with the left hook, whips it round.
Wow.
And he has got one of the most dangerous left hooks, and he's one of the most dangerous finishers in the UFC, period, throughout any weight division, in my opinion. Very scary man.
That left hook is technically beautiful, isn't it?
Really is.
What have you got on Jamal?
Now, Jamal Hill is, I'll show you with Joe. So Jamal Hill, first of all, is a southpaw. When I first watched Jamal Hill, I thought he was mainly just a brawler with a lot of power in his hands. But when I actually started to break down Jamal Hill, it became apparent to me that he's actually very technical. And first of all, his first part of his technique comes from his feet. The guy's spatial awareness of himself, not only himself, but his opponent in the octagon, is really, really high level technically. So what he does is Jamal Hill is constantly winning the foot battle. So when you were the southpaw and an orthodox, at range, generally speaking, the person who's safest is the person with the foot on the outside. What Jamal Hill does at range is he stays with the foot on the outside and he constantly wins the foot battle where he throws looping shots. Now, something else that he does really well, going back to the spatial awareness and where he puts his opponent, when his opponent is close to the fence, this way, when Jamal Hill wants to close the distance, the foot position is no longer an issue. He doesn't have to win the foot battle anymore because the fence is stopping his opponent firing back dangerous shots. So he'll keep him on the outside. He'll be winning the foot battle this way. When he starts to sense the fence is behind his opponent, look, he steps this inside, and that is when he starts to unload some of his power punches. Let's go and have a look. So look, we're constantly looking at the feet with Jamal Hill. And this is something that I didn't realise until I started watching film on him. Now look, see this way. Let's just pause that quickly here. His foot here is constantly on the outside. When he senses the fence is behind his opponent here, that's when he'll start to... The foot battle, when the fence is there, the foot battle isn't relevant anymore. He steps in and he starts to unload with power. Let's have a look. Look, see how he's starting to step inside already? Look, he senses the fence and he starts to step inside, and that's when he really starts to unload. Same again, look. Winning the foot battle from the outside constantly. Look, as he starts to get closer, steps in. That's when he unloads his dangerous shots, when he can sense his opponent is by the fence, and his opponent then doesn't have much to return from.
So with that in mind, how does he then counter-attack what you've just previewed with Alex?
This fight is actually a massive, massive battle of styles. Massive, very interested in the striking department. What he needs to do more is he needs to be on the move. Alex is very back and forward, whereas Jamal Hill is constantly circling. And they're both massive punchers, massive punches. I love fights like this. This fight can go either way.
So that's the main event for the light heavyweight title. What else have you picked out for us at UFC 300?
Well, of course, the BMF title. Who doesn't like seeing these guys fight? Let's be honest, any MMA fan is a massive fan of these guys. But first of all, we'll have a quick breakdown of Justin Gaethje. Come on, Joe.
What have you got for the highlight reel?
So, with Gaethje, everyone just thinks he's a massive bomber, which he is, let's be honest. He has incredible power in his hands. But again, similar to Alex Pereira in this respect, he starts off a lot of times by making him think about the legs, but he throws the leg kicks completely different to Alex Pereira. So Alex Pereira throws a bit of a chop. This guy, Justin Gaethje, is trying to blast your legs from under you. In a couple of his fights, you even see him, he takes a run up with a massive chopping leg kick. And the same with both legs, he doesn't just do it with the right leg. He'll chop away at the inside, he'll chop away at the back leg, and once he starts to immobilise his opponents with their movement, that's when he'll start to throw the big hooks in, the big uppercuts at the middle. But first of all, Justin Gaethje is looking to take away your legs before he's looking to headhunt. Let's go and have a look.
That also will change the way that Max approaches that fight, because it might change his stance, for example, if he boots away that front leg.
Definitely, and you can see from some of his opponents here, look, as we get this thing going. And I've seen Justin Gaethje fight a couple of times live, up close, and it is absolutely brutal. Just watch this. Running leg kick. And let me just say quickly, for me as an MMA fighter, when I'm kicking someone's leg, I'm very cautious as to where I place that kick, because you've got a lot of bones in your foot, you don't want to snap your shin.
Yeah.
Me as a fighter, I'm thinking about that. Justin Gaethje, he couldn't care less, mate. He's running up and blasting the legs from under his opponents. Look, at all times before he starts to come up with the headshots, he's trying to take away the legs first and giving them to think about before he starts to blast up top. This is something that a lot of people don't look at with Justin Gaethje. They just look at his knockouts, but he's a great kicker as well. And of course, on to Max Holloway next.
Yeah.
Come on, Joe. So Max Holloway, usually Max Holloway is a taller guy. Standing 5'11" for a featherweight is really, really tall and rangy. But this time he's actually moving up to lightweight. He is the same size as Justin Gaethje. But what Max Holloway does really well is he varies his attacks a lot. So he stands up in an upright stance and he'll throw body shots this way and he'll throw head shots, but he'll throw them in the same combination. He rarely sticks to just the head or just to the body. He's constantly going in and out this way, and he'll come in with 3, 4, 5, 6 punch combinations, all long. And the way he exits his combinations is fantastic as well. So he'll come in this way, he'll be throwing the body shots in, and he's constantly stepping to the side, out the way of danger after his combinations. Let's have a look. But constantly up and down with his attacks. Look here. Couple of shots, look. See that little angle he made? And watch, he'll go again. He's in again, attacking the body and head. Look, constantly with the fakes, constantly shifting off to the side, constantly up and down with his attacks. Absolutely incredible to watch his Max Holloway. And this fight was unbelievable as well. Look, constantly head and body. And he's not there, look, again. Just a slight shifted angle after he lands the shots. Look, straight out the way, Dustin Poirier's right hand, straight after he's thrown his own combination. Look, he's threw a few in there, look, slips off to the side and he's straight back in again.
It's a really good fight, that one, to gauge for what we're going to experience at UFC 300, because this was a step up in weight for him. He went up to 155 for that particular one. And even though Dustin fights out of a southpaw stance, you would probably say that striking-wise, pretty similar to what Justin Gaethje brings to the table. I know it's coming from a different angle, but it's similar type of volume.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're fighting Max Holloway, you need to be prepared to have your cardio redlining at all times, because the guy throws just ridiculous amounts of punches.
The next fight that you've pinpointed is probably, I know there's a lot of great fights on this, but this might be my favourite one, because Charles Oliveira is probably the most exciting fighter in the UFC, with the amount of different finishes that he can come up with, and Arman Tsarukyan's on an absolute tear in this division right now. Why have you pinpointed it, first and foremost?
Well, first of all, as a fan of grappling, for MMA. Not just grappling, I love grappling in the aspect of MMA. Like, this is an absolute dream for anyone who loves technical grappling.
Yeah.
Like, the pace that these guys set in the grappling, absolutely exhausting. And let's first of all dive into the man, Charles Oliveira.
The Bronx himself. Right, go on then. The guy with the most amount of submissions in the UFC. Are you going down grappling here? Are you doing submissions for us?
Yeah, we're going to do a little submission. So
nice.
The thing is with Charles Oliveira, he's got such a plethora of different submissions. It's difficult just to pick out one, but what we're going to do is we're going to pick up on the rear naked choke today, because that's one of his best ones. So what he does, especially fighting a wrestler like Sarukian or someone who's wrestle heavy, is go on your knees, Joe. So he likes to, from any kind of scramble, so if Sarukian goes for a takedown, he's in this kind of position, this man will find your back and find your neck from anywhere. So in a scramble, he'll simply grip up tight, fly around the back, and even if his opponent starts to stand, which we've seen him do a few times before, just brace yourself, Joe. He's gonna just dive on the back and start to set the choke up as he goes. So he doesn't get the position first, he's attacking the submission before he's even got his hooks in, so he'll jump and he'll start to attack that.
How hard is that to do?
It is so hard, it's so exhausting, and it's a massive risk. If you fall off that, and you're underneath and your opponent's on top of you, raining down elbows and punches, it's a dangerous spot. Let's have a look at him do it. So,
how impressed with you that he's prepared to take that risk in a fight to try and get that finish?
Well, the thing is with Oliveira is, if he ends up on his back, his submission game is that good.
Yeah.
He's not bothered. Do you know what I mean? He'll submit you off his back as well, as we see here. Look, I'm pretty sure he's got a few triangle submissions as well. If he gets taken down, he doesn't accept the takedown. Look, we'll see here, watch.
Yeah, he's getting taken down there.
Bum hits the floor, here. Straight away, Charles Oliveira is not thinking, oh my God, I'm on my back, I've got to get up. He's thinking, right.
I'm loving it.
Check this out then. You're going to take me down. This is what I'm going to do to you. Pushes the arm in, leg comes over the top, and that's it. It's basically over.
So even in a defensive position, he's attacking from defensive positions constantly?
Non-stop, absolutely non-stop. And I think something else that we need to touch on as well is the mentality, not just of him, of Sarukian as well.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about Charles Oliveira, let's stick to him for now. The guy doesn't stop moving from any position. He's attacking constantly. Look, here...
This is what you just showed us,
As we've just shown, yeah. He just dives on his back. Look, he's attacking the neck. His legs aren't even in. Let's go back a little bit here. He's on his back. This second hook, this right hook, it's not even in. He's not even got a solid back control there. Look, the arms around the neck, and he's thinking, right, I'm just squeezing this neck until you tap here. He is willing, look, to leave top position here. So he's forgetting about the strikes, he's forgetting about punching him in the face, he's forgetting about elbows, he's forgetting about passing guard, and he's just thinking, look, I'll drop to my back and I'll take this leg home with me. I'm having a bit of that, I'm tapping, I'm getting a 50 grand bonus. The guy is, as you say, stand up, take down, it doesn't really matter with him. He's trying to finish you at all times in the fight, and that is absolutely why he's a fan favourite and a big favourite of mine as well.
That's a nasty calf slice of that, isn't it?
Absolutely disgusting.
That's horrible. So what's he facing then in Sarukian, and where's the strength of Sarukian?
Sarukian is different mentally and physically to anyone who he's fought before, in my opinion. What Sarukian does is this is not really something that I can show too much technically, but he's constantly attacking from everywhere. He won't accept a bad position, so you'll see a few times he'll get taken down, and look, he doesn't hang around in this position. He uses the floor almost as a spring. So watch again. As he gets taken down, look, he's going here. This is his time to attack. The guy's trying to get a body lock. He's fighting the hands off, and then he'll come back. He'll come back with his own attacks, and still when he gets on top, this guy's not stopping until he's got a position that he's absolutely satisfied with. You know, you see a lot of fighters get here, they'll be holding, they'll be taking a little rest. This guy is constantly on the go until he's got a position where he can either strike or he can submit. Let's have a watch of it.
This fight can't fail then, can it?
It absolutely can't.
Because you've just talked about a guy that wants to attack against the guy that constly wants to attack in defensive positions.
He gets taken down, look, he's going. He's not stopping, he's going. Look, he's fighting the grip already. He's starting to move off, and that is something that a very, very, very small percentage of fighters can do.
That's from a lot of time on the mats. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time wrestling competition as well.
And look, his mentality to grappling is incredible because he never stops. And look, as we spoke about before, the guy will not stop advancing his position or trying to advance his position until he's in a position that he's completely satisfied in. Look, constantly going.
Here's one for you then, right? Could that work against him, against Charles Oliveira?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is that the beauty of the fight, though? Because they can both get themselves in trouble by attacking
both
so much.
of the styles can get each other in trouble. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Charles Oliveira could go for a load of submissions, miss them all, and Sarukian could capitalise on that and get a position that he's happy with. The same could work in the other way, vice versa. Do you know what I mean? If he could go for submissions and he could end up on top, and just such an interesting fight as a grappling fan.
What's your football like?
Not the best. Right. Not the best.
Seeing as that we've given Joey a little bit of things to do with the takedowns, with the striking and all that type of thing, and I think he's acquired himself quite well today.
Yeah, he did well. Did really well.
Right. Okay.
Right. What have you got for us from the world of football?
Well, listen, it's not the terrain, but if we get the balls in, you know, you look like you could be a good centre forward or a centre half.
Unit.
Right. All right. I'll take it as a compliment.
Physicality, but always need to have technique, and the fundamentals is always, you know, you keep ups.
Oh.
On the neck.
That was graceful, that, wasn't it?
Right. Well, let me go. Right. We're going to go knee, neck. Right? So we go knee, neck. Here we go. Oh! The secret is, it's the timing of it. Right. You know, because it's like, you want to get it up. If you go down too early, you won't see the ball, so it's like...
Last second.
Right, and you've got like a cobra.
Right. Whoa, look at him. He's done that a few... Right, I'm just going to try it like that first.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh,
go on. Go on, I'll tell you. I'll stand behind you, big man.
Go on then, go on.
Right, catch it up. There you go.
There we go.
Don't move, you got it.
We got it. We nailed it.
There you go, mate.
Oh!
So if you need a couple of lads for your Sunday League footy team, big lads at the back.
We're in. Someone to attack the ball.
You're a bit reluctant with that.
No. Listen, there's some use for you. Trust me, boys. We get a tune out of you in the team. Essex Sunday League. We're ready.
We're in. We'll do that. You do jiu-jitsu. So the next time we speak, we want you...
Next time we speak, I'll have had the absolute basics. You've won me over.
Top man. Joe, thank you so much for being guest on the show.
Much
appreciated. There you go. Tom Aspinall's Fight Lab. Absolutely sensational first episode. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Don't forget, UFC 300's coming at you April 13th, live from Las Vegas on TNT Sports and Discovery+. The main event, the light heavyweight world title between Alex Pereira and Jamal Hill. All set to be an absolute cracker. We'll catch you next time.